I fucked that up. Okay. by piece.
Sit down by me, tell me what I know.
I'll still love you the same. We said we would do it one day.
Doesn't matter if you're black or white. Hee hee. Step in the snow, left only to be swallowed whole. There's no chance of having this ignite. Oh, I guess I'll close my eyes tonight. There's beauty forming in the streets. Different colors paint people I won't meet. The appearance of one that I can't tell. I was only looking at myself.
anyone who's actually paid attention to our band. Okay.
This was our first ever single.
So thanks to anyone who was there for it. It's called Wander Away. Thank you and good night. I've got a message, it's needless to say, that's fine, I'll say it anyway. But not today. I'm not sure what I wanna do, I'll stick around, wasting my time with you. Try and understand. I'm not certain of the songs that I play. I'm not certain of the message I say. Time to write another hollow cliche. Time to write about moving on through your day. I just hope that you're able to see that this deal is just between you and me. Now I hope you'll say, I'll wander away somewhere else with no direction. I'll just stick to myself and wander away. I'm not certain of the songs that I play. I'm not certain of the message I say. Time to write another hollow cliche. Time to write about moving on through your day. Woo! I'm not certain of the song that I play. I'm not certain of the message I say. Time to write another hollow cliche. Time to write about moving on through your day. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here live on Acid Cat Radio with my best friends in the whole world, Kim Normal. God damn, these are some beautiful young men.
Thanks.
You guys, fresh off of your brand new album, I think it was in the Hartford Current?
It was.
Yeah.
Top 20 albums of 2019 by Connecticut
The oldest
musicians.
continuously running publication in the U.S.
Thank you,
Oh
Hartford
my
Current.
God. I think it's the only newspaper in the United States.
Yeah.
I think that's
yeah,
correct.
no, confirmed. They had to cancel all the other ones, so like we're it.
So that's it. That's it.
Yes.
And I know you guys have played a lot of shows
We have.
this fall. So,
A few,
you know,
a few.
what's this been like? The process,
been
releasing
really
the album,
good.
you know?
It's been really good.
It's been amazing.
It's been awesome. I mean, writing the songs, I didn't really think that it would end up being as big and as liked as it actually is. So
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
It's annoying, like, having two of us be, moved out to college and stuff. During the fall, we weren't able to play quite as much as we had liked, but we kind of made up for that by putting all of our effort into the couple shows that we played. You know.
And, you know, I saw a couple of those shows.
You did. You saw both of the two of them.
Yeah, and the energy. Goddamn. Tell me about what it's like to play on stage with the three of you guys.
I like it. It's truly something amazing because, like Ethan said, like, you know, we're in college, where Carlson's still in high school, so we can't practice as much, and so we just get ready, we prepare ourselves, and there's something like when the three of us get on that stage, I just get this feeling when we all just kick into the song. I just get like this excited feel like we're just gonna kick fucking ass tonight.
You know the
and
feeling,
it's amazing.
You know the feeling when you really want to murder somebody because you hate them so bad?
Yes.
That's how I feel about my cymbals when I get really excited to play the drums.
And I've seen that, and I love it. God damn, do I love it.
So what's different for me is like, so we started kind of this project as the two of us for a couple years before Connor came in and became Kim Normal officially. And that was fun to play live and everything, but it like, we knew that there was something missing. We knew we needed a bassist, but we didn't like really know.
Yeah.
Even though everybody told us every single gig, get a bassist, we were like,
So we would usually go, well, we're going to buy the octave pedal.
we're going to buy an octave pedal.
We're going to put the second bass amp up there, and it never really
We
happened.
did do that once because Connor couldn't make a gig this summer. It was okay.
It was
but, like,
okay.
It was okay.
We knew once we got him that it would be different.
And then, like, the first show we ever played with this bitch, like, oh my god, like, even just with his, like, one acoustic combo amp, like, that was, like, I don't know, like, it was the brown note, kind of.
It sounded different. I mean, for me...
It was just a feeling I'd never experienced until then.
I mean, for
Like,
me...
I played with a bassist before, but not like that. It's for him.
For me, I think the biggest difference is that, I mean, before we really started writing our own music, we did a lot of covers.
Mm-hmm.
And in doing that...
So many
Yeah, and doing that, there was a time when we kind of got to the point where, like, okay, I think we should just kind of play our own stuff now. So when I'm going up there and actually, like, singing songs that I wrote, because, I mean, before, or that we wrote, but before that, him and I were in a bunch of cover bands, and I was just the guitar player, and I would kind of have that feeling like, I really want to sing, but there's someone doing that, so I really can't do that. So now to go up there every night and be able to do that, it feels pretty cool. I mean, I have a fun time. It's really loud a lot of the time, which is nice.
It's loud.
They both got
like
stacks this fall.
Yeah.
We did.
I got my vintage PV and I couldn't be any more in love with it. It's musical sex. Truly.
It really is. It really is. Now, you know, as a new member of this band, what has it been like? How has it been, you know, coming in and playing with these two sexy young men?
Well, when I had known No Idea for a while, and I had found their
That
EP
was the
Fungus.
name of our band.
There were
What was
so
that?
before it was No Idea.
Mhm.
Before I joined, and I listened to their Fungus EP, and I was actually a fan of it. I was like, the story I tell them is that when I listened to their EP, it like depressed me for the whole day because I was like, these guys are my age and like they're great songwriters and great musicians. And then I just happened to meet Carl at a show, and we were the two youngest people there. Dinosaur Jr. He
Wait,
said-
I was there.
No, in September.
Well, we didn't
of
really
2018.
meet-
Oh, we met you at the Dinosaur Jr. show.
Yeah,
3 years ago.
we'd seen each other at shows.
I tried to airdrop you a
Multiple
video
shows.
and it didn't work.
It didn't work, but we saw each other at like Mets, the Smashing Pumpkins, and Dinosaur Jr. But in 2018, Dinosaur Jr. came back to Connecticut,
I did.
and Carl was like, he came up to me and was just like, I've seen you at like all these shows. He invited me over to his house, and was like, hey, you know, you're a really good guitarist, but you know, we need a bassist. And at first, it was very like, oh, I'm a guitarist, but you know, I'll play bass. That's fine. And so I just started playing the bass like a guitar, and I found it to be really boring and it just really hurt. And it wasn't like doing the songs justice because these songs were very different from Fungus. They were far more melodic. They were interesting, and I was like, why can only the guitar and drums be interesting? The bass just has to thud thud, you know?
Yeah, plus when we did Fungus, Carl like forgot that there had to be bass lines until we recorded it because we were like, oh shit, should we add bass? Because we didn't even have that as like a possibility.
I wouldn't even say it was a matter of forgetting. I'm just not really a bass player. It just kind of had to get done. So
Yeah.
I was kind of like, okay, you know, let's do it.
Yeah.
And then, so I just started listening to the songs, and I was just like, there's so much interesting stuff, and I would find little pockets of emptiness where, not emptiness, but just like, what can I do to like fill it out to make it more melodic and have it sound more beautiful and really round out the sound and have it sound like a band, a unit. Because I don't like to think of us as a band, I like to think of us as like a unit.
Mhm.
It's 3 musicians just like busting their ass to sound and play the best they can. And I try to do that with my bass playing every single time. So I'm always trying to expand and do better.
That's adorable.
He's such a cutie. Well, I mean, I think especially, I see a lot of 3-person bands, and they're missing something. You know, they don't have that full sound. But the first time I saw you guys, I noticed there's nothing missing. You know, a lot of bands like they add that second guitar player, and they try to think that'll fill it out.
I don't know if we could
Just the two
possibly
of
add
you.
any more noise.
We got we
we
got
could
asked,
try, but like,
we got asked a couple times to add second guitar players. I just was not vibing with it. I don't
I
know
don't
what to
think-
do with that.
I think right now what you got, it's perfect. It's
Well, thank
gorgeous. Yeah.
We
And you know,
don't like
with your
the
guitar
word
sound, you have a pretty nice pedal board.
do
So
with big pedal board.
what's on that pedal board, man?
Well, you know, you wouldn't be the first person to ask that. So for anyone out there who's been asking, if I were to run through it, as of right now, we have a Polytune Tuner.
that's the most important part of his tone.
That-
very
It's the-
rare.
it's the
It really is.
It's the tuner that he doesn't fucking use. He uses himself instead.
See, they say that, but if you watch the live session we did for the station, I used it the entire set. So, anyways,
Eat those words.
so anyways,
Okay.
there's that. There's a flashback delay, same company. There's a oh my god, what is it? There's an old Ibanez Sound Tank chorus from the '90s. It's a really cheap pedal, but if you can find
Key
it,
to the tone, by the way.
Buy
Key
it.
to the tone. Yeah.
good pedal. There's a Electro Harmonix Neo Mistress, which is like an electric Mistress but smaller. It's a flanger. Way huge fat sandwich.
phaser.
We have one of those.
It's a phaser.
We have a no, it's not. It's a flanger.
What?
It's a flanger.
At least slow
So we're
It's a
on
flange.
record. This is on record. It's a flange. It's
Yeah.
not a phase.
Correct.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a flange.
I
not a
didn't know.
phase.
It sounds
Flange
more
on
like a
phase.
phaser than a flanger.
It's
but I
not.
understand.
So there's that.
Mhm.
There's the Way Huge Fat Sandwich, which they don't produce anymore. I don't think they really make them anymore. At least I can't find any evidence that they do.
Vintage.
So you gotta have that.
Mhm.
So I have that. Dan Electro Fab Overdrive. It's the first pedal I ever got. It's like a $10 pedal.
$12.
And
baby.
they're great. So I have that. I've jumped around a lot with Fuzz Pedals, which is probably what people want to know about the most. As of right now, it's a Russian Electro Harmonix Big Muff, which is great, and a wah pedal, just Dunlop.
We used a fuzz
High-AV
war on the record
wah.
too.
There's a Fuzz War. We used to use a Nano Big Muffs, like the tiny, just normal circuit.
Yeah.
We've used Earthquaker, Cloven Hoof. We have
We used that a
that,
couple times on the record.
but those are all on record. But the first 8 pedals are what's actually
We
on.
use,
the
like,
So
board.
that's the
fucking
Kim
pedals.
Normal guitar sound.
Is the
It's always
fucking way
the goal is to sound as big as possible.
Yeah, and the second you hear Kim Normal, you know it's freaking huge. You know, just from the beginning, Bag of Bones on the new album. Wait, new album on your own. Wait, Kim Normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah, but you
You
can just
just
tell
leaked
it's
it.
so big, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Well,
but like,
thank you.
what's coming next? You know, what do you guys have coming
Well,
for the future?
Well,
now that you mention it,
it's funny that you say that because after we get done with this great radio show and this great interview by this great host in this lovely house/studio, after we finish this, we are going back into the studio to put out to record a
AKA
single,
my basement.
aka Ethan's basement. Landfill Studios will be there,
Land of fungus.
but we will we will be putting out a single, one original track and then a cover, which will be interesting to see what that is. I'm sure people will like it.
Mhm.
Hopefully,
Okay,
I'm sure.
I see that.
I'll be sad if they don't.
I'm gonna like it probably.
I know I'm sure you
related to the nice shirt.
we're fans.
So
we're fans.
they're doing like your own Teal album thing.
No,
No.
because this one, no, because this
No.
one's actually gonna be good.
God, no.
Oh.
We can't promise that. but
Oh.
We
They did the Teal album for pretty much 3 years until like the band started. So like we're set on covers.
No
The really last shebang of covers we ever had was back in January. We played this local bar in Carlstown, and it was
fun.
It was a 3 hours. It was a very exhausting 3 hours, but we did 3 hours of covers, and that was like our swan song for covers.
I see, I
Like,
see.
all right, this is like, all right, you want our covers? That's it.
And believe it or not, I'm actually going back there in February to play 3 hours of covers on my own in February.
Oh shit.
So
That
if you
is
want to go,
sucks.
so if you want, it's
If you want to go to that, that's
Hey, it's gonna be fun. I'm trying to be
exhausting.
It's
I
going to
said
be
just good luck because you said 3 hours.
No,
Like
It's like a very.
gonna
And
be
he
a-
came back from a trip from California like that day, so he was literally on his
I
last
forgot
leg.
about that.
And he played a 3-hour
3 hour set.
Yeah.
covers.
On a
Yeah.
fucking
Well, no, I mean we
Doing
played,
this like
I mean no, we played our own songs.
Yeah.
we played the whole
Yeah.
album.
Yeah,
Or, like,
pretty
half
much.
of it.
So there was like an hour of our stuff in there. But then there was a
I
live
don't remember
covers.
that.
Yeah,
No,
but
actually.
when is that in February that you're doing that?
Jeez. February. I think it's my
29th.
birthday week. 5th, maybe? I'm not sure.
And I know that you
Early
know
February.
Carl's
you have
birthday is
a-
February 1st, by the way.
His birthday's February 1st. Send him a present, you know.
Send him a kiss.
Please don't.
But I know you have some
Well,
stuff in
kids.
January, including
We
I
do.
heard you guys are playing at Toads.
Yeah.
Factual.
Place.
January 18th, we are playing with our friends Something Young for their album release show at
Also, your band,
Joe's
Joe.
place.
I'm in a band.
Yeah.
Spray Bottle Fever, phenomenal.
Remember
Check
that?
them out.
That's right. We're doing that. That's
Yeah.
gonna be pretty fun.
It's gonna
Rolling
be a good
Stones
time.
played there.
That's
And Sonic
ridiculous.
Youth.
U2 played there.
You two played there.
Black Flag.
I heard that Gandhi played there once.
The Ramones played there 16
The Ramones played there. Like I'm
God,
standing where Dee Dee Ramone stood, and like that's just gonna blow my mind.
Are you gonna like
You
take
might
a
just get on
picture of
stage.
it?
Absolutely, I'm taking a picture of the stage like Dee Dee stood here.
We saw the Descendants there last year.
We did. I just wore that shirt yesterday and I looked in the mirror and I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
That's,
We're playing
that's
there.
wild, insane.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
it
So-
really do be like that.
You wanna
It
know what's
really
on
do
my
be like
pedal
that
board?
sometimes. But I think that's,
You want to
that's
talk
a
about
big
Ethan's pedal
show.
board?
Connecticut people, they need to be at that show. I think.
I
yeah,
mean,
we're also playing Willimantic Records and the church.
No, we're playing the Crunch House.
No, it got switched.
it got
Oh,
moved
got
to the
switched
church
back?
now.
Yeah,
Yes,
the church
sir.
house got
Oh,
canceled.
That's coming back.
Yeah. it moved
So
back to the
January
church.
9th.
That's I think
That's Jay's still January 9th.
So January 9th, we were playing at the church. January
It's gonna be
7th,
so outdated in like 2
well,
months.
man,
we were playing.
we're playing here.
We're playing the church in
Yeah.
January. It's like
This is like 3 years from now.
September.
People are watching this like, what?
He can chop this out if you
Oh,
want.
yeah.
Want to know what's on my pedal board?
What's on your pedal
A
board?
hi-hat stand and a kick drum pedal.
Now, are you sure you don't have a chorus on there? I thought I heard a chorus.
No, he's just that powerful.
Damn,
Ethan
his
is the
life
most
really
powerful.
is a movie.
Yeah.
He really.
Yeah.
But I love being in this band.
Put that down.
Yeah.
I hate being in this band.
But to your credit, though, about the shows, and to your credit about the shows, and even asking about the shows and saying it's a show that people should get to, I think what's important to note is that the Connecticut music scene is, I don't think it's a scene that, in the grand scheme of things, gets talked about as much as it should.
Mhm.
Because the way the Connecticut music scene is structured, at least what I've found, is everyone really wants to help everybody out.
Mhm.
And I think that's a really beautiful thing because there's some scenes where it can be really competitive and it can be really dog-eat-dog world. But when you're in this scene, you feel like you have at least someone to lean back on to kind of help out. And it's like a community. So if you want to be part of that community, please come to the shows that we've talked about. They're going to be fun.
And
Honestly,
talk to
like-
people, because like people they're
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
ridiculously freaking nice.
Our scene is like small enough that like if you do anything, you can stand out if you try hard enough. But also like you can also know everybody at the same time.
Yeah.
And, like,
Totally.
if you make friends, like you could be friends with everybody, and you can like get so many opportunities from that in like such a better way than like New York or Philly or something like that.
Yeah.
It just like helps that like every single time we play a show, we like meet like all these great people.
Mhm.
It's like people that it's like all about helping each other. It's all about helping each other out because when you're sabotaging each other, you know what's the point? Like and it's also just. You do want to stick out and you want to do something
Our scene's
like you want to
better
do
than yours.
like you don't want to do stuff like that. But it's like something when we play. Whenever we always try to like have it be like a full-on assault, but not like in a oh fuck all these other bands like we're the best band. It's just more of just it's like there's nothing better when there's just a great band playing and there's great people around you and everyone's just having like that same connection.
Oh, yeah.
It's like this is just awesome. That's what we try to do when we play. So like that's what I'm loving with the band now because we're getting stronger together and on our own as musicians and just being able to finally get into the scene from just kind of playing around every once in a while to finally being a part of the Connecticut scene and being able to grow and see where the band has come. It just makes you more excited to want to do more.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we always kind of thought about that when him and I first started playing together. We would play at like the local, as grateful as I am for those opportunities, we'd play at like a farmer's market or something like
yeah.
that. And it was
We
cool.
played at my high school like 15 gigs in a row.
Yeah, I mean, although those were really formative and important
It
experiences.
was fun playing to 4 people when it was ice storming outside and no one else wanted to come.
Yes.
But you got to do that, you know.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's character building.
I'm glad that we're slightly past that level now, and we're just happy to see what comes next. Like, just barely past that level, but like,
But I think we're all excited to see what's coming next.
Oh,
from
thank
this album.
you.
Anything else you guys wanna add?
I just want to say I love
Go stream
having
Spray Bottle
Connor
Fever.
in the band. When I started playing drums in this band, I had to like pretend to play bass with the drums and everything, and like a lot of the drumming, like I had to play to like what Carl was doing and like follow the vocal patterns and stuff. I don't have to do that anymore, but I think that's part of what our sound is. I wanted to say that because now with the bass, like we follow each other and it just works.
Top 5 rhythm sections of all time. Gotta say.
Oh,
Gotta say.
Well, I mean,
Of all time.
Of all time. You know.
I could list you
like
At
1,000
least
right now.
2 that are better than us.
Yeah, Geezer Butler, Bill Ward, John
Yeah.
Paul Jones, John Bonham, easy.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So we're
They
just
kick
gonna
our
move
ass.
on from
25 years old. You said name 2 ones that are better. That's accurate. I mean,
Yeah,
you can't really. That no one's beating that.
Yeah,
What
Yeah,
about the
okay,
guys from the
it's-
Wiggles?
Okay, alright. That's a good point. So yeah,
All right, that's it.
that's it.
We're
That's
done
it.
with the band now.
Yep.
We
Band's
broke up.
over.
It's over.
That was it.
Piss
The
off.
last of Kim Normal. We saw it here.
To be continued.
I think. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook,
YouTube.
YouTube. God damn, they have a good
We're on
YouTube channel.
We're on Spotify everywhere. Streaming.
On your own wave.
On your way.
Look out for that new single. Stay classy.
San
San
Diego.
Diego.
San Diego.